Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for? Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Romero attempts a clearance. Marmouche! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Marmouche finding himself in space. Tries a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Marmouche deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Space for him to turn and look. In towards the back stick. Keeper has taken decisive action. Taken back almost at once. Duke, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And he cuts out the supply, and he's being shifted off it. Ward tries from distance. And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Semenyo, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Robson. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that was very necessary. That's a throw. That's going across goal. Rodri is there to clear. That's a little off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, easy pickings there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Hazard. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Look at the space here, and he's lost his chance for a shot! That's put paid to the danger.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Juve. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Palmer. He has found the way through. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Manchester United looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Palmer. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball, delivered in. And that is well cleared. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Haaland. And it's made its way to him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's in plenty of space here. Duke finds himself offside. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Driven in.
That's good defensive concentration. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Not the most accurate pass. Steaming on goalwards. He's having a shot! Dispatched clinically. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And it's Hazard. Silvestre. Hazard.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute at
Well,
a
they shouldn't be
time.
dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. Well, we are already up and running again. Manchester United pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Thinks about... and the shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Manchester United leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodri.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, there's the clearance. Hazard tries to play it through. Duke receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's been slipped through. Cleared without hesitation. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist?
Substitution on the field, number 10, Erling Haaland.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. That's the keeper's ball. Stones. Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Silvestre. Diouf. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's where it came from. Silvestre.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Foden. So what can they make of this? And that is as far as it goes. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.